Hey guys, this is Julie, Jota Trading Strategies. Just want to go over a guy's question that came in. Congratulations on getting Bloodhound and Blackbird. That's really cool. And he's asking questions about the MACD market analyzer um, that I've got, um, and separately whether those solvers, their proprietary black box solvers, can he use that with any other stuff? Um, and why would he want to do that? So the answer is that you can use the market analyzer solvers in Blackbird in conjunction with your own logic. So whether you create your own logic and then just want to incorporate maybe a higher time frame, 60-minute linear regression or 30-minute or 15-minute momentum or 60-minute momentum, you can do that leaning on that higher time frame. I've already got it together for you, saved with my logic, and maybe that would add value to your underlying strategy. Originally, the market analyzer was only for visualization because when I see that the momentum and linear regression and trend are working together simultaneously, that's the key. Not so much that they have individual signals on individual components, but when they come together simultaneously, that's when the magic happens. And so that was for the market analyzer, but they can be incorporated in Blackbird, but not with your logic. You can't see the template. It's black boxed. So here is a just a basic 5200 crossover that I've created as a example logic for us, and to test that in Bloodhound just by itself, just a 250 with nothing else but a 4 ATR. I'm using the standard 20 period that they've got with a 4 just as a test. This is on a 30-minute, he trades the ES, so I wanted to use the 30-minute chart. And when you run this strategy, you can see that, which one was it? It was this one. When you first run it, it's horrible. Um, it had not even a profit and did not break 50% profitability, and more losers than winners. So when you go to incorporate logic from the JATS market analyzer, and again, this is a pretty standard 5200 DMA, you can go in, click the button place after, click the word none, and you can drop down, slide that to the bottom, click your Bloodhound, and then go find your other logic. So I'll go find the MACD template that has my black box, and this is the way it will look for you. So you can't see inside the template. I've got it locked down, but you can see the solvers that I've got prepared for you. So I've put these solvers together just like they are on the market analyzer. And then I put a blend together at the end and doing an amalgamation. So as filters, you could use one or two or more of these solvers. And again, I use them separately and or combine them with another solver. So let's just start putting a 60-minute momentum requirement on here since this is a 30-minute chart. So it's going with a higher time frame momentum, going, leaning into an already existing momentum pattern. And let's see if that improves that dismal performance. Give this a second to load. Okay, And let's look at the performance. Oops. Here it is. It improved it a lot, right? You've got a forward positive profit factor and an above 50% profitability, and your winners are now greater than your losers. So put that other one back up. Here it was. So going from 9 losers and 5 winners to 6 winners and 5 losers. So really improve the performance. And so that is very helpful. This is a 30-minute chart. I'm using 150 days of data. And in Blackbird for your settings, I always require it. I want it really to be more than 20. Sometimes I'll put 1440 if I'm using range calculations. But for this, we'll just leave it on the default 20, requiring 20 bars for the data to come in. Sometimes I'll kick that up a little bit if I'm running my PT indicator, but since we're not going that custom yet, just generic. So let's add another filter. So we can come in and click the word advanced, click add Bloodhound template. That allows us to bring in another template. So let's see what happens when we bring in the 60-minute LRT. Or we can do the 15-minute. Make sure the trend, the linear regression, is intact on a lower time frame. You can experiment around. So higher time for momentum, lower time frame for regression, and we'll recalculate and see what that looks like. Okay, and it improved it a little more by requiring the linear regression to come in. So now we've gone from 11,000 to 14,000, but we've taken the profit factor from 133 to 150. So, and we've gone from 55% to 60%. So I think that this adds value. Obviously, I mean, we've walked through a flat losing strategy. Which one is it? There it is. Flat loser, dog. And by adding some higher time frame math to it, trade with the momentum linear regression, and you've got the trend here for the 5200, but just adding some components helps. I would not put the blend as a filter because it already encapsulates some things. I would use that as a test it for a solver by itself without using it as a filter. But these other ones, yeah, sure. I mean, test around, see if they add value, try different, methods. This is not an algorithm. I'm not selling algos strategies. I'm just saying you can add value and then come back in and try to fix it even better by incorporating other techniques that you might have for trailing or for other management for risk. Instead of that 4-4, you may want to bring that in a little bit, trail it up, take some profits sooner or something like that. Another trick, just while I've got you with that same mode, is you can add a second contract, and we'll just copy from A and get a faster payout and reduce this risk a little bit. I'm going to leave it at 3. Day trading. And just adding extra contract. Let me go back in there. Froze on me. Hang on one second. Okay, add another contract. So 2 on order set B, taking a 2 ATR on the second order and a -3 ATR. So incorporating that change, we will rerun it for one last time and take a look and see what it did. And the art of, back testing is um, making adjustments and iterations of your strategy, finding where your volatility is, and try to design something with the volatility that could improve it even more significantly when you use other techniques. So whether it's the PT indicator or one of your own in a separate strategy, try to always strive to make it in tune with current market conditions. Where traders fail is when they try to curve fit something to a past volatility. Don't go and try to, put everything in the time period between 2009 and 2020 because it's all going to be tiny candles, right? Today we're in great big giant ranges, candles. It's not going to be the same at all. So don't go back and try to do a 3 or 5 or 10-year back test. It's not going to work for today's market. Today we have much wider ranges, much more volatility, and you need to be able to widen your ranges out a little bit. That's why, even to give myself a chance at getting a successful strategy, widen that ATR out, not in. The more restrictive you get in wide volatility ranges, the more you just cut yourself off. You've got to give yourself a chance to hit your winners, right? And always keep it in line. Even don't try to. I did go under my second order, but I'm um, and I have another trick that I use to make sure that second order, that first order has been filled first. But you can see the difference. Um, you get a lot more bang for your buck, and the percent profitability improved. The overall profit factor did not improve, which tells me that you would probably be better adding that second contract after you've already confirmed a first contract success, and then add the second one, and maybe for that shorter distance. I do have tricks that I share with my customers, but you'll have to just get the product and then come find out what that is. And I'll be glad to share it with you too. All right, dear. Thank you so much. I hope this helps. Use the market entry and add your place after right here, and you can add those separate Bloodhound logic conditions. All right, thanks, guys. We appreciate it.